Hey everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Low Without Limits. In this video, I'm going to review some public goods skincare, so if you want to see that, then just keep watching. I've done a few different videos on public goods and their different products here on my channel before, but now they have an entire new skincare line added to that. So they did actually gift me these 5 items, and they did also give me a discount code. If you like any of their skincare or anything else from public goods, you can use the code LOWITHOUTLIMITSPGA at checkout to save a little bit of money on your first order. But with all of that being said, I'm going to review the 5 things that I got from their new skincare line. Like all public goods stuff, I love it for 2 reasons just right off the bat. One is the packaging. So if you're big on like minimalist look, just like this black and white look, I absolutely love it. It looks so good on your shelf, in your cabinet, for all of their home stuff, for their bath care, for their body care, and now for their skincare. It all has that classic public goods look, which I'm a huge fan of. I'm not really big on visual clutter with like colors and bright logos and different things like that. So to be able to have my different shelf and everything just looks good and it's all like the same branding, big fan. And of course, being public goods, it is super affordable for good products as well. And another reason I love public goods right off the bat is because they're not using any toxins, any junk. So all of these are paraben free, vegan friendly, sulfate free, phthalate free, cruelty free. Of course, that's another big win, especially for somebody like myself with sensitive skin, trying to stay away from all that and just also staying away from other environmental toxins when possible. Your skin is your biggest organ, so putting different things like sunscreen toxins and just different phthalates and fragrances that get absorbed right into your skin, right into your bloodstream. And I've talked about xenoestrogens on my channel before, so just avoiding as many environmental toxins as possible through a nice clean brand like Public Goods is a really good step in the right direction. And again, it's affordable, so making a switch to a non-toxic product doesn't have to be hard or a super expensive thing. Jumping into the 5 products that they sent me, the very first one is this little spa headband. So it's listed at $8, so super affordable, and it is made with 100% recycled plastic. So it's so soft. You would never think that it's like a recycled material. It's probably the softest base headband that I've had in a while, and it's really nice. And they actually sent me a second one, and I gave it to my sister, and she agrees that it's probably the best spa headband for doing all her skincare and her makeup that she's ever had. It's one of the softest, and again, it's made of recycled materials. So I absolutely love it. And again, I love the white. It just looks so clean. It makes me feel like I'm in a spa versus something with a ton of patterns or anything like that. This is a very one size fits most thing. If you are curious, when laid flat, it's 18 by 10 centimeters, but it's super stretchy, and I feel like I have a bigger than normal head and it fits me perfectly. So I absolutely love this. The next thing that they sent me is their cream cleanser. So this is 4 ounces. It's listed as $10 and it's super milky and creamy. So the cleanser that I was using previously was just a CeraVe, which is a bit of more of a gel, but I do like that this is super creamy. For Christmas, I also got like a face massager to clean my face with, so I just add a little dab of this onto the facial massager and just get everywhere, and it sets up super well and it feels really good. It feels really moisturizing since it is super creamy. Again, fragrance free, paraben free, sulfate free, phthalate free, free of all the toxic things. And they say that it's a clean formula strengthened by kaolin clay and sodium cocoa isotoniate, which is a cleanser derived from coconut oil, and it's super gentle and is also something that is often used in baby products. I really liked it because it is a moisturizing cleanser. It's not just completely stripping my skin, and I do tend to have oily skin, so previously I would always want to just strip it and make it as dry as possible because I didn't want the oils. But I've learned throughout the last year especially that adding some oils to my skin and adding a bit of moisturizing stuff to my skin is actually better for it, because when I keep stripping my skin of its natural oils, it wants to overproduce more oils and just makes it oilier. So by adding something that is moisturizing, adding some oils to my face has actually toned down my natural oiliness and has been super beneficial for my skin. I do have really sensitive skin. I have keratosis piloris, so I do get those red bumps every once in a while, and my face has actually been looking pretty good lately, and this has definitely helped just kind of tone that down and tone down the redness. So again, previously I was using the CeraVe just because it's a super inexpensive cleanser that has always pretty much worked for my KP, but this is definitely a even cleaner option, and again, just looks really good as well. The next thing that I've been using is their vitamin C serum. So this is 1 ounce. It's also paraben free, fragrance free, cruelty free, and vegan friendly, and I've been wanting to use a vitamin C serum for a pretty long time, and I've tried out a bunch of different ones, especially from The Ordinary, which is where I use my niacinamide from, and I've always felt that putting it on, especially layering it with my niacinamide, which I've still been using while trying out all of these public goods products, it would often peel. And The Ordinary also has like 3 or 4 different vitamin C products. One's like a lotion and then a few serums, and I feel like it would always just like roll off my face. It would never stay, or it would be too tacky, and then I couldn't put makeup on. So it was always a different issue when trying out these different vitamin C products, but I've always wanted to do it because of the benefits that vitamin C serums have, especially in reducing like dark spots and pigmentation, which I do have a lot of just from having picked my face for years prior to starting the niacinamide. So especially on my forehead and then on my chin. That's another reason I'm very excited to do this video, is because it's a skincare one. I was like, oh, I don't need to put on makeup for it. But especially with my chin, which if you've watched especially more recent videos, I've always had these little dots here down at the bottom because of these like little hairs that I'll get, and when I tweeze them, skin will come off, so it will kind of like scab, and then it won't ever fully heal. And I've wanted to use a vitamin C serum to help heal that and to help get rid of just like that redness and that dark spot that was being caused from having picked there for so long. And recently, I'd say in the last week, they actually do look really, really good. I also had a few other dark spots from picking here on my cheeks and on my forehead, and especially in this last week and having used this consistently over a few weeks, I say that all of that is pretty much gone. My skin looks pretty good and doesn't have any like major dark spots, especially from picking, which is something that I'm prone to do. Their vitamin C goes for $13. Again, has no fragrance and is plant derived. And the vitamin C is super lightweight. It absorbs easily, which is also something that I've really enjoyed, because sometimes I feel like I'll put it on and it just sits there and you have to wait too long before applying the next thing. So this does absorb really quickly. I'd say within like 15 to 30 seconds, it's all absorbed, and I can go in and immediately put on my sunscreen. So I've really enjoyed that as well. And it also has hyaluronic acid to lock in moisture and protect the serum. Once you clean and tone your face and do the cleansing steps of your skincare, then you can go in with the vitamin C. So I've been doing the cleanser, doing a little bit of my niacinamide still, and then putting the vitamin C on top. And again, those two have not had any issue together. This one has gone on perfectly well on top, still absorbed really, really well, and has still let me put on my sunscreen and anything else on top without that peeling feeling. So as you can see, it looks good. And my face, again, being a really oily face and using the cleanser and this vitamin C, I do not feel oily at all right now. I feel great, which is always good, because then when I do add on makeup, I don't feel like everything's just falling off, especially in my T-zone and on my nose. I feel like it always just melts off. The next product that I've been trying is their eye cream. So this I also really, really like because of how thin and lightweight it is. So some other eye creams that I've tried are just super thick, and then you put them on under your eyes and it just feels like you have a heavy, heavy cream under. But this is super thin and lightweight, so it easily blends in and it just absorbs really well. So again, it doesn't feel like you have anything on once it's absorbed. And I've really been enjoying this, using it day and night, just a little tiny bit, so it will last a pretty long time in this little container. And it goes for $12, and again is bouncy and non-greasy, and it includes caffeine, which is really good for constricting the blood vessels and getting rid of any poofiness that you may get underneath your eyes, while energizing and brightening the skin. And it also has hyaluronic acid to add in that moisture to keep your skin moisturized, while again not giving that oily, greasy like heavy feeling where you just kind of feel slimy. Same with the vitamin C. It's moisturizing and it's locking in the moisture into your skin without it just feeling gross, which is something that I really appreciate. It is also silicone free and fragrance free, and it has extra peptides, and again, it's just really good. And the last skincare product that I've been trying from them is their moisturizer. So this is 4 ounces. It's also paraben free, vegan friendly, sulfate free, cruelty free, gluten free, and naturally fragranced. So they don't have any added fragrances in it. It's just like a natural fragrance from all of the stuff that they have in it. And it's also not super strong. It's definitely a really light fragrance. Yeah, it's like a clean florally scent. So I do enjoy that. It's also really lightweight, and it's not greasy or oily. The only thing with this one, however, is that I have only been using it at night as my night moisturizer, which I do enjoy because it absorbs really well and I don't feel like I'm going to bed super greasy or oily. The only reason I'm not using it during the day is because I do use a moisturizer that has SPF in it, and I'd rather put on that so I can have a little bit of SPF if I'm wearing makeup or not. And this one, since it doesn't have SPF, I just don't feel inclined to use it during the day. So if this one had SPF in it, just even a little bit, like 15 to 20, I would use it a lot more during the day, especially because I do love how thin it is and that it doesn't make my face feel super oily or greasy or slick. But I really enjoy it. I like the pump, so one little pump can get you a lot and you don't feel like you're wasting it. And I also enjoy that this one in particular, you can get this moisturizer, and then when you want a refill, you can do the Public Goods refills where you get the little package of it and you can just continue to refill this. That way you're not getting an entire new bottle of this thicker plastic plus the pump every single time, which is saving waste, cutting down on waste, which is something that Public Goods does a lot, especially if you get a lot of their home products like dish soap or even their shampoos and conditioners. You just buy the bottle once and then you buy the refills, and those refills often come in their sugarcane packaging, which is compostable and is just a lot better than using regular old plastic. And then you're not getting these thicker plastics, which again are also sugarcane, but you're not getting all of this, which is just super wasteful in the end. Again, it's free of parabens, sodium lauryl sulfates, phthalates, and anything derived from formaldehyde, which is just really bad, all those xenoestrogens and environmental toxins that you don't want to deal with. And they say that their scent is spring rain, white citrus, fresh cotton flower, and tonka bean. So it is, like how I said, that like fresh, crisp, but like slightly floral scent, which is really good for any gender. It's not like it's super floral and super strong to where a guy wouldn't want to use it because it just smells too strong. It just smells really clean and fresh. It goes for $6.50 for this 4-ounce bottle, and again, you just buy the refills instead of continuing to buy more bottles. And since it's not oily, it is good for all skin types, and since it's free of all that stuff, it is also really good for sensitive skin like my own. So these are the 5 products that I've been trying from Public Goods' new skincare line. And just again, I want to share a few of the other things that they have in their skincare line. An SPF 50 spray sunscreen, so that would be really good for your body, and again, free of all of those toxins. They have lip balms. They also have beard and hair oils if that's something that you are interested in getting. Reusable cleansing rounds, which is really good for applying toners, and micellar water, which they also have both of. Hand cream, and even a clay mask. And again, all of their products are paraben free, phthalate free, sulfate free, fragrance free, except for the ones that are naturally fragranced, so there's just no added fragrance that is a toxin in there. And they're also all made in the USA, and you get the really good Public Goods price. You get their nice looking packaging, which again just looks really good on your shelf or in your cabinet. And you can again save a little bit of money with the code LOWITHOUTLIMITSPGA. Well, there you have it. That is my review of Public Goods' new skincare. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've tried their skincare and what you want to see more of on my channel. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.